everyone, Stephanie from Champion Public Library, and today we are going to do an Imagine Your Story time, because drum roll, Monday kicks off summer reading and we're so excited. So yes, even though it is different and it's all virtual, we're still doing amazing prizes and giveaways. So come see us on Monday and get your reading logs, and let's get the ball rolling on summer reading because we're excited. So we're going to start off first with Uni the Unicorn by Amy Rosenthal. In almost every way, Uni was like all the other unicorns. Magnificent mane, though Uni's was extra magnificent. Golden hooves, though Uni's were extra golden. And sparkling purple eyes, though Uni's was extra sparkling. Like the other unicorns, Uni had a special swirly horn with the power to heal and mend. It's her little horn. And like the other unicorns, Uni could make wishes come true. But there was one thing that definitely set Uni apart. Uni believed that little girls were real. Uni's friends laughed and said, "Ha ha ha, silly Uni. Everyone knows there's no such thing as little girls. They're just make-believe." And at home, Uni's parents just brushed it off with knowing smiles. But Uni was certain, absolutely certain, that little girls were real, no matter what everyone else said. Uni knew that somewhere far away, but not that far away, there was a little girl waiting, a strong, smart, wonderful, magical little girl. And she would be the best friend a unicorn could ever ask for. Uni imagined all the things that they would do together. They would run fast through the meadow, and they would spin and twirl in the sunlight. They would explore and help forest creatures in need. And other times they would just sit quietly and talk about important things. And of course, they would slide down the rainbow together. Uni fell asleep that night and had enchanted dreams. What Uni did not know, but would discover soon enough, was that somewhere far away, but not that far away, there was indeed a real little girl. And even though her friend said, "Ha ha ha, unicorns are just make-believe," and despite her parents' knowing smiles, this little girl was certain, absolutely certain, that there was a unicorn, a strong, smart, wonderful, magical unicorn, just waiting to be her friend. The end. So now we have our 5 little unicorns. It says, "I saw 5 little unicorns, creatures folklore. I watched the blue one prance away." Oh, let me put them up here. Put them over. Hold on. Let's try it again. "I saw 5 little unicorns, creatures from a folklore. I watched the blue one prance away, and then there were 4. We're going to take our pretty blue unicorn and put him over here. "I saw 4 little unicorns resting by a tree. I watched the orange one prance away, and then there were 3. Here's this pretty little unicorn that was by the tree. "I saw 3 little unicorns unicorns, but as near to them I drew, the green one pranced away, and then there were two. This one just pranced away. I saw two little unicorns. I watched them run and run. The yellow one pranced away, and then there was one. This one has all rainbow colored hair, red, yellow, blue, and green. I saw a lonely pink unicorn standing in the sun, and when I blinked by, it pranced away, and then there were none. This one has pink little jewels in it. These are cute little unicorns. Now we're going to stand up, do a little movement before we start our next one. So it's to the tune of teddy bear, teddy bear. So it's unicorn, unicorn, touch your toes. Unicorn, unicorn, touch your nose. Unicorn, unicorn, pat your head. Unicorn, unicorn, go to bed. Unicorn, unicorn, wake up. And unicorn, unicorn, take a bow. Unicorn, unicorn, touch the ground. Unicorn, unicorn, turn around. Unicorn, unicorn, sit back down. Unicorn, unicorn, don't make a sound. Good job. So now we have some little points to go with our puppets. Our first puppet, so cute, a little princess. She's got long blonde hair with a beautiful bow and a cute little tiara, a heart necklace, and a beautiful dress. And it says, I am a princess. Everyone loves me. I'm very special, as you can see. I like to get all dressed up and wear my crown and watch me troll all around. Here she goes, trolling away. Say bye-bye. Say come see us Monday. We have a castle put up for you in our children's area. And then we have our prince, because every princess needs a prince. And he also has a crown. A boy that wears a crown is called a crown. A girl's is a tiara. And he also wears fancy clothes with gold buttons on them. He says, I am a little prince and everyone loves me. I'm very special, as you can see. I get all dressed up and I wear my crown and watch me troll all around. Troll all around. And then we have a knight, because all castles and princesses need to be protected by their knights. So knights often wear metal armor with a face mask and a sword and usually a shield. Oh, there's a shield on the back right there. It says, long ago, a boy wanted to be a knight. To protect the castle, he learned to use his sword, and his shield was very heavy. He had a horse, and then he became a good knight. Then he protected the castle from harm. Say bye-bye. Come and see me on my castle. We have another knight right here, dressed in his black armor with a long sword. And now we have dragon. Although my dragon is not very scary. It's a cute little dragon with purple and green scales. It says, dragon, dragon, I see you. Scales in red, green, and blue. Dragon, dragon, I smell you. Just like the early morning dew. Dragon, dragon, I hear you. And I can roar just like you. See his little dragon tongue? Good job. We have one more dragon boy. roars very loud. Can you hear the dragon, the dragon, the dragon? Can you hear the dragon? He's coming through the crowd. Can you hear the dragon, the dragon, the dragon? Can you hear the dragon? He's dancing in the streets. Can you hear the dragon, the dragon, the dragon? Can you hear the dragon? He has claws on his feet. He's got claws on his paws. Can you hear the dragon, the dragon, the dragon? Can you see the dragon? His tail's very long. Can you see the dragon, the dragon, the dragon? Can you see the dragon? He has fire in his breath. He just has a tongue sticking out though. Can you see the dragon, the dragon, the dragon? Can you see the dragon? He'll frighten you away. Sing about our dragon. Bye-bye. Put him up. I have a few little tiaras with colors on them. We have gray and orange. We have red. What color is this tiara? A lot of princesses like this color. It's pink, purple. This tiara is yellow, good job. And this tiara is blue, good job. It would match Cinderella's dress over here. And our last tiara is green, and it matches the princess behind us. Good job. Now we got a little bit more of movement before we read our next story. Kind of like some yoga movements. Get some of our wiggles out. All right. So our first thing we're going to do is we're going to twirl like a princess. So twirl, twirl, let your big puffy dress come out. Good job. And then we're going to swim like a mermaid. Swim, swim, swim. And then we're going to sprout like a beanstalk. So we're going to squat down, and then we're going to sprout up out of the ground, way tall to the sky. And then we're going to prance like a unicorn. So can you put your little hooves up? And then you prance, 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 prance. Good job. And we're going to hop like a frog. You ready? Hop. Hop. Good job. And we're going to soar like a dragon. Get your dragon wings out. Here we go. Soar like a dragon. Good job. And now we're going to stomp like a giant. You got to stomp real loud. Stomp, stomp, stomp. And then we're going to roll like a carriage so you can get on the floor. You can lay down. And you can just roll back and forth and roll up in a ball. And you can flutter like a fairy. So flutter, flutter, flutter. Flutter your little fairy wings. Good job. Wave your wand like a wizard. So you wave it really big in circles. Figure 8. Circles. You do it in a square. Good job. And then we're going to stand tall like a castle. So way stretch tall, tall, tall. And then last, we're going to kneel like a knight. So down on one knee. Good job. Not Quite Snow White. Written by Ashley Franklin. For Tamika, it was always the right time and place to dance and sing. Tamika had a hip-rolling, hip-happy dance, a swayful, sad dance, a stomping mad dance, and a hair flicking just because she felt fabulous dance. She sang high with the tweeting birds and low with the croaking frogs. She always shared her love of music and movement with an audience, mainly her stuffed and unstuffed animals. Tamika loved the stage. It was her perfect place. She was the star of every show, and she loved every show that starred her. She had been a cucumber. She had been a space cowgirl, a dinosaur, and her favorite part was a singing mermaid. On stage, Tamika felt like she could be anything or anyone she wanted to be. But she had never been a princess. Now she would finally have her chance. Tamika was so excited that she went to both days of auditions for the Snow White musical. On the first day, she arrived super early. She helped friends with their lines, kept count for the dancers, and shooed butterflies from nervous tummies so songs could be sung. After the audition, Tamika heard some of the other kids whispering, "She can't be Snow White. She's too tall. She's much too chubby. And she's too brown." Tamika looked at her legs, but they were long. Maybe the kids were right. A princess shouldn't be taller than her prince, should she? She looked at her belly, but maybe the kids said that was true. She could not remember any chubby princesses. And Tamika looked at her skin, and she was brown. How could a girl with brown skin play a princess like Snow White? Could those kids be wrong? Maybe she was wrong for wanting to be the princess. What do you think? I think the kids were wrong. Tamika slouched and sucked in her belly. She tried pulling down her sleeves, but there was no getting around being brown. For the first time, she didn't feel like dancing or singing. At dinner, Tamika didn't tap her feet or clang rhythms with her spoon. "Is something wrong?" asked her mom. "The other kids said I'm too tall, too chubby, and too brown, and I'm not right for Snow White," said Tamika. "You've got it all wrong," Mom said. "You are tall enough, chubby enough, and brown enough to be a perfect princess." "Besides," said her dad, "Snow White is just pretend. You've always been my real princess. You're just enough of all the right stuff." He kissed her forehead, and Tamika smiled. Maybe her parents were onto something. At the audition the next day, Tamika watched all the other kids get on stage and do their best. It was Tamika's turn at last. She remembered what her parents had said, but her long legs were still a little jittery. She closed her eyes and imagined she was singing and dancing for her favorite audience of friends, her stuffed and unstuffed animals. Then she remembered the joy she felt when performing, and Tamika knew she could do it. And she did. She shone like the star she was. She could act, she could dance, she could sing. She loved herself as much as she loved the music and movement. And Tamika was a perfectly poised princess. When her audition was over, Tamika looked out to the smiling faces, and Tamika wasn't too much of anything. Maybe she was just enough of all the right stuff. It's very true. Anybody can be a princess, and it doesn't matter what you look like or how clothes you wear. We should all be nice. We're all a princess and prince. So our next book we have is for the boys. Been a little partial to the girls. So I got a silly one for all our boys called Giant Pants by me, old Mark Baring. Belbum was a giant. Unlike most giants, he was good at stomping, napping, and losing things. And one morning, he lost something very important. His pants! Belbum had only one pair of pants, which was the tailor in town had made just for him. And now they were lost. He searched his whole house, but no pants. After peeking outside to make sure no one was watching, he searched his backyard. He still found no pants. Giants are also good at being angry. And now Belbum was angry. "Where are my pants?" he roared. "The mess he's making." Unfortunately, that didn't help him find his pants, but it did make a big mess. Then he had a thought. Maybe his friends could help. He checked that no one was around to see him, and then he headed off into the woods. First, he went to see his friends, Polymus and the Cyclops. "I've lost my pants," Belbum explained. "Can I borrow a pair of yours? I only wear togas, but I have an extra one." Belbum tried it on. "No," he said, "I need pants. Did you look in your house?" "Of course I did." And then he marched away. He went straight to see old Grant, who was a very wise gnome, all known in the tree. "I've lost my pants," Belbum said. "I can see that," said old Grant. "You can try a pair of mine. They're stretchy." Belbum tried to try them on. "Not stretchy enough," said Belbum. See him trying to put them little bitty pants on his toes. "Did you search your room?" Grant asked. "Yes," Belbum yelled, and he stomped off. He found Lucy the unicorn and told her that he lost his pants. "Well, I don't wear pants, so you could try that," she suggested. "I have tried it, and I don't like it." "Have you checked your dresser?" Lucy called, but Belbum had already stormed off. He needed pants, giant pants, and there was only one way to get them. He had to walk to the tailor in town with no pants. There he is, hiding with his little polka dots. When he got there, the tailor made him a new pair of giant pants. And Belbum even decided to get a few extra pair. On his way back, he gave each of his friends a pair of giant pants, just in case he ever lost his again. And when he got home, he cleaned up the mess that he had made and put away his new pants. And that is when he found his old pants. He had put them in his dresser drawer. The end. All right, so the last thing we got is our music and movement. So I picked some rhythm stick songs to do. There's speaker. The first one's called Billy Goat's Trip Trap. Are you ready? You got something to bang around, to tap together?
Told an oral story. Dana's going to model it using just her hands and her body, and I'm going to show you how to do it. If you
is near. Tip tap, stomps the latest goat. Tip tap, troll goes in the moat. Good job.
Trip, trap, trip.
All right, and our next one we're gonna do is tip top goes the clock. And again, if you don't have rhythm sticks, you can just clap your hands.
Fun new rhythm stick song, and it's a good way to be inventive and kind of get kids to be creative with the rhythm sticks, and you could adapt it to any theme or any topic you're doing in story time and get the kids to kind of make up ways.
And all my songs are about the girls on Jibberry on YouTube. Ready?
Here we go.
Tick tock goes the clock, waiting for someone to knock, knock, knock. My oh my, it's a cat. Tick tock goes the clock, waiting for someone to knock, knock, knock. Oh my, it's a bunny. Where's the bit? Tick tock goes the clock, waiting for someone to knock, knock, knock. My oh my, it's a tick tock goes the clock, waiting for someone to knock, knock, knock. My oh my, it's a walrus. Can you make your little walrus do? Good job. Tick tock goes the clock, waiting for someone to knock, knock, knock. My oh my, it's an alien. Good job. All right, and our last one is to count to 10 with our rhythm sticks.
Hi everyone, this is a very simple counting song we found on the blog Laptime and Storytime, and it's to the tune of Wheels on the Bus, but a great way to play with rhythm sticks and practice counting. So here it goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. I hope everyone enjoyed our story time. Starting next week, we're going to have guest readers. So keep watching our Facebook and YouTube channel for them. I'm excited for our first one on Monday. It'll be Desiree Reed, and she's going to bring a special story to you at 1 o'clock. So join us then, and we'll start our videos at 10 o'clock, announcing all of our summer reading virtual programming. So tune in Monday at 10 o'clock on our Facebook, and I will see you all next week. Come get your reading